Listen to Tell 'em of the Golden Voice.
Have a grass cutter farmer tonight on the show. He will be giving us the intricacies of this business of grass cutter farming. It is the booth on mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. My name is Telema, and I rule your airwaves at night.
And M to the ITCH, Mitch. And yeah, it's your favorite show on radio.
And on tonight's show, we have Mr. Chinedu Eluwa, who is the founder, CEO of the Portable Farm. A brief detail of what grass cutter farming is.
Grass cutter farming is simply the art of domesticating oya or nchi.
That's bushmeat, right?
Yeah,
bushmeat, yes.
We need to know that. You know, growing up, whenever I see this bushmeat, I always think it's a rat. Do you understand?
Exactly.
So what's like the difference?
Yeah.
Do you understand? What's like the difference?
You know, okay, you see, grass cutters are not rats per se. They are not your proper rats, okay? Grass cutters come from the family of porcupine. The Histriocomus. They are called Histriocomus.
Okay.
They are related to porcupine, not to rats.
Okay.
That's the difference. Some people call them, the reason why they are called cane rats, because another name for them is cane rats, because they are mostly found around the cane plantations, okay? Yeah. But by the physical appearance, you would think it is a rat. The rat is the house rat, you know, but no, they are way bigger and more different than rats.
How does one start this particular business?
There are three simple steps to start a grass cutter farming business, okay? First of all, you need to learn how to breed and handle grass cutters. You can do that by reading books online, by attending seminars, by attending workshops, farm visits, tours, and the rest, okay? When you've learned how to breed and handle these animals, the next thing to do is to build an appropriate cage for them. One of the very big problems people have is from housing, okay? Because if you fail to get your housing right, you've made a lot of mistakes. You can have grass cutters using iron cages. You can house them using wooden cages. You can also house them using concrete cages. Now, when you finish building your house, the next step is to source for your grass cutters, stock them and start breeding. You can source from the hunters, you can source from farmers. But I advise that people always source from farmers so that you can always know the history of the animals you are breeding.
Okay, so when you're sourcing from a farmer, you ask questions.
Exactly.
First aid box. What's the first aid box? Please.
A first aid box, just the same way you have first aid in your house. When your animals have problems, your first thought, of course, should be a first aid box now.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So you need a first aid box. You need a machete to cut grasses. Okay. You need a wheelbarrow if where you're cutting grasses is far away. Okay. So these are few things that you need to run your grass cutter farm.
What is the reproduction cycle of a grass cutter? When the mother gets pregnant, how long she carries the pregnancy, she gives birth, and how long does it take for the child to mature? Do you even call them mothers, though, in that field?
Yes, we call them mothers. We call their children grass cutlings.
Grass cutlings.
Okay. Yes, or cutlings for short.
I'm learning today.
Yeah. So the reproduction cycle of a grass cutter goes like this, okay? Female grass cutters become sexually matured from 6 months. Okay. Now, when they are sexually matured and they successfully mate, they carry their children for 5 months, 152 or 154 days. Now, after carrying the baby for 5 months, they litter between 1 and 15 2 times in a year. They can give birth to 5, they can give birth to 4, they can give birth to 10. They can give birth to 1, they can give birth to 11, they can give birth to 15 at a go. And they will do that twice a year.
Twice a year?
Yes, 2 times in a year.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
So sorry, when you're saying 6 months, that's like when the mother is matured enough to have it.
That's when the female grass cutter is sexually matured. At 6 months, she is ready to start mating. But we advise farmers to use them for mating between 7 and 8 months. You know, so not because a woman don't grow breast. She don't be ready to carry the leather. No,
exactly.
Yes. So this time make she mature, make she run, make everything don't run.
So basically, with the calculations, let's say they matured at 7 months. They're carrying the child in. They are giving birth in next 5 months. Let's say that's 12 months. That's a year basically.
That's 12 months. Yes. Okay. In the first year, we assume that the grass cutters will give birth once in the first year. Okay. But subsequently, she will be doing 2 times in a year.
Okay. Let me come in there. So she gives birth twice a year. Does that mean that it is the mating she had done the first time, or she has to mate the second time again to give birth the second
now,
time?
See the cycle. Yes, something like that.
Okay.
After she has mated, you separate her, she gives birth, she nurses her children for 40 days. After nursing the children for 40 days, you wean the children. You take them away. Then you give the mother at least 7 to 10 days rest. Okay? Then you return her back to the husband to continue the knacking.
That's a lot of that's
so you take them back. Okay, sorry about that. So you take them back to continue the reproduction.
But that's a lot of calculations.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of calculations.
That's why it's a business. Every business includes calculation.
True.
You must calculate.
True.
If you do not calculate in a business, my brother, I don't know what you do. If you decide organization that you want to run, that kind of thing.
Okay, let's quickly go to this one. Okay, so I understand that they feed on grass. They also feed on cow bones sometimes, dry cow bones.
Okay.
So aside this, what else do they feed on? Do they have feed like we have fish feed as well?
Do they have their feed specifically?
Okay. First of all, let me answer the question on the cow bone. Grasscutters, the reason why they are giving cow bones sometimes most of these rodents, their incisors continue to grow. Their incisors keep growing. It doesn't stop growing. Okay? So the easiest way for them to keep that incisor in check is by giving them things like cow bone or stone.
That's for calcium.
That apart from giving them calcium, it helps them to cut down the growth of that incisor.
Okay.
Yes, that's for the cow bone. Now, coming to the things they eat, grasscutters are herbivore. Okay, their food is basically 80 to 85% grasses. Okay, they eat elephant grass, they eat guinea grass, they eat spear grass, they eat gamba grass, they eat Indian goose grass. They also eat farm products like cassava tubers, potato. They eat watermelon, they eat cucumber, they eat pineapple.
Okay.
They eat sugarcane. So these are things that you can basically source around you without spending a lot of money. And to the feed aspect, they also have feed. You can make their own feed. In my book, Grasscutter Family Secret, I listed a lot of the ingredients you need to make their food and how to make it, to pelletize it.
Okay, interesting. All right, before we continue this conversation, let's go on a quick break. When we get back, we'll bring you back on the show again. It's been really
insightful.
Insightful, yeah.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome.
Okay. Oh,
wow.
At this point, I think I want to go into grasscutter farming.
With all those calculations, it's easy.
All right, do not go anywhere. Let's go pay some bills. It's still the booth on Mainland 98.3 FM. When we get back, Mr. Chinedu Eluwa also comes back on the show with us to give us some other info on this business. I call it secrets. You know, he's giving us a lot of secrets. A lot of things I didn't even know about.
That people should pay for.
Yes, things exactly. Now that is one of the things this show does for you. Things you would normally pay for
on a platter. We give you on a platter.
We give you on a platter
of gold. Platter
of gold.
Platter
of gold.
It's the sound of Lagos.
So now, does that mean that we cannot rear grass cutters in an urban environment?
Like, is it an urban settlement related or for just rural settlements? Yeah.
I think you can rear them in an urban area. Grasscutters, when I mean that their food is they are herbivores, I do not mean that they ought to be fed on grasses only. Now, take for instance, in the morning you could feed them grass. If you don't have grass, you could feed them sugarcane. If you do not have sugarcane, you can feed them ugu stem.
Feed them what?
Ugu stem, the stem of in the market, when women sell the ugu leaves, they discard the ugu stem.
Okay.
One man, a case of one man's trash, another man's treasure. So we pack the ugu stem and now feed to the grasscutters. Now in the afternoon, you can feed them the pelletized feed which you have made.
Okay.
You can feed them the pelletized feed, or you can feed them cassava tubers with corn mixed with soya bean. You can feed them that in the afternoon. So in the afternoon, you say we feed them supplements. Then in the evening again, you can do grass, over stem or sugar cane, any available one at the moment.
Okay.
So this is just how to keep them morning, afternoon, and night.